Hey guys, so I said that I was going to do a MyFitness Pal demo. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna screen video record my screen. I'm gonna walk you through how MyFitness Pal works and why it's so awesome and why I use it every day to track all of my meals and why it's so easy and just like how to use it so you guys can figure out if you guys want to use it too. I get nothing obviously from showing you guys this. I am in no way affiliated with MyFitnessPal, but it is seriously the biggest lifesaver ever. So here we go. So if you go ahead and scroll over to MyFitnessPal, download the app, click on the app. It's opening from when I last used it. All right, let's try this again. So I have the premium plan actually. So when I open it up, my homepage shows me the macros that I have left. So I've got 126 grams of carbs left, 32 grams of fat left for the day, and 59 grams of protein left for the day. If you do not have the premium version, which is obviously the free version, it'll just show you your calories remaining. So here's the home screen. Let me show you some of the awesome features that it comes with. So let's first of all go to more. What you're gonna have, you go to goals. You have a starting weight, a current weight, a goal weight that you can put in, and then a weekly goal that they calculate for you, or you can adjust it on your own. Now, if you have the premium version, this is the part that is so fantastic about MyFitnessPal. If you click on the calories, carbs, protein, and fat daily goals, you can go in and change your macros for what you want it to be. So if you go to NikelFitness.com, go to the macro calculator, you figure out what your macros are. You can go ahead and go to this spot and put in what your macros should be. And then that's like your goal for the day, every day. That's the best part about MyFitnessPal, in my opinion. I love that. So you've got your goals. If you go to nutrition, it'll show you, what you've eaten for the day, and then it'll give you actual numbers. Or if you just want to look at calories, it gives you calories for what you've eaten that day. I'm about halfway through the day, so I just had lunch. This is also something super cool. You can go in and put in recipes, meals, and then your foods list. So if you're on your recipes, obviously I make healthy chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. I put all the ingredients in there, and then it'll tell me per serving what the macros are. Same for meals. If you make a certain meal all the time, you can add in the ingredients, and then it'll tell you what the macros are. Makes it super quick and easy just to add it when you go to eat it if you've already added it before. All right, so let's jump out of here. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and go to diary. At the top, you're going to see, normally it'll just say calories remaining, I guess like it does right now, actually. And so it'll show you what your goal is, how much you've eaten for the day. The exercise, honestly, just is like non-existent. It calculates your calories for steps that you've taken, which I don't use. But anyway, it does do that. Now you've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And you can go in, when you press this little plus button at the bottom, and you can add in your weight for the day. So I was 140 pounds this morning. And then you can also add in a progress picture for that day. So that's the best way to keep up with your progress. Okay, let's go to food. We'll click on breakfast, pretend I haven't eaten breakfast. There's a couple things that you can do when you go in to add your food that you have eaten for that meal. You can, when it says search for a food, it's going to search all of your recent foods, your history. These are all the foods that I have ever put in here with the macros. You can also click on this little, what was that little map thing, and you can type in, like, let's say that we went to Wendy's. I can't think of anywhere else, right? So you click on Wendy's, it has all the foods at Wendy's. And so let's say that we had, oh gosh, I don't know, a Baconator, which I don't suggest it, obviously. But let's just say we did. Your carbs, your fat, and your protein are all in there, and that's how you can add it and track when you go out to eat. So it has the option to find restaurants, which is so awesome. Now, let's go back again. If this is like the second or maybe the absolute best part of MyFitnessPal, and this has been the part that has saved my life, okay? If you click on this little scan barcode thing, oh no, I need to scan a barcode. I don't have a barcode. Okay, so this is a barcode from chocolate. Look, I scanned it and it comes up with exactly what is in it. Okay, so milk chocolate gold coin for 1 coin. It is 1.5 grams of fat. You can do that with any food that has a barcode, and then you can obviously go to number of servings and adjust how much you've eaten. I want to go back. And that is the quickest, easiest, fastest way to track everything that you eat. Obviously, if you have recipes, meals, or foods that you have input by yourself, like let's say that something doesn't have a barcode. For example, my russet potatoes. I just ended up Googling what is in 3 ounces of russet potatoes, and then you can go in and actually input it on your own by going to create a food. All right, so you're going to go ahead and put in, your brand name, your description of what it is, the serving size, the servings per container, and then I'm actually going to have to fill this in to show you. Input the number of calories for the serving, carbs, protein, fat, saturated fat, polysaturated fat, monosaturated fat, trans fat, everything that would be in the food that is automatic. All of this auto-populates actually when you scan in a food. So when you're actually scanning a barcode, it automatically puts all this information in for you. If something doesn't have barcode and you Google it, then you can add foods that way as well. And you only have to do it once because then it saves it, which is so awesome. If you click on the little plus sign, quick add is when you don't want to name it. You just want to add in, how many calories you ate or how many carbs, fat, and protein you ate. It's a quick add button. And then obviously that's where you create your recipes and your meals, like I just showed you. And then you can do that for every meal. I'm trying to go back. Every meal of the day. So obviously if I want, same thing pops up when you go to snacks or any other meal. So another cool thing is if you go to progress, let's go to 1 month. This has been my, well, actually, do I have more than that? Yes, I do. All right, this has been my progress for the last 2 months. And it's going to show an awesome graph for every time that you log in your weight. So you can see a physical thing in front of you that shows exactly what your weight loss looks like. So if you're feeling discouraged, you can go to this and be like, oh, hey, I forgot I've lost 10 pounds over the last 4 months and I don't suck. Sometimes I use that for that. And I don't know why this says change, why I've gained 7 pounds. My starting weight was 130. Oh, it's because it's taking my starting weight from the beginning of my last prep, like from last October. Anyways, all right. So that's progress. Obviously, this is where your progress on the right side. That's where your progress pictures would show up if you were to add a progress picture. Oh, I definitely don't want to do that. Okay. And then the more button just takes you back to all of this. But most of this stuff, like the daily macro tracker, is only, I want to go to nutrients, is only included in the premium plan. But last thing that I want to go over is how cool just the overall nutrients that you can see is. So obviously you have your main macros, which is protein, carbs, and fats. You can see the total for that you've eaten so far, the goal, and then what you or it says left. It means how many grams of that macro you have left. Something else so awesome is it shows things like fiber and sugar and sodium and cholesterol and all the things that you don't normally track on your own. Like even if you do track macros, and let's say that you are lame like me, like I used to be and used to write it down in a journal when it was super difficult and it took forever. Obviously, I wasn't tracking fiber and sugar and what kinds of fat I was eating, but this does, and it is so helpful. It's so cool, especially for me. I have IBS-C, which is irritable bowel syndrome, constipation. Knowing that I get my daily fiber in is so important to me. So we'll get out of here. But yeah. Oh, last thing. Something else really cool is that you can share. That's in here somewhere. If you go to more, and you go to friends, you can add people on MyFitnessPal and they can see what you're eating. Or like if you have a coach and a coach wants to see like what you've been eating every day, this is the best way to do it. This is something that I now incorporate in my training is I have them download this app. We are friends on MyFitnessPal, and then I'm able to see what they're eating to make sure that everyone's staying on track. But you can do that with your friends also if you're trying to keep each other accountable. It has a lot of awesome features. So yeah, these are the things that come with the premium instead of just the free one. So your home screen dashboard, you have your macros instead of just calories. You have your carbs, proteins, fats by grams instead of just percentages, which is it is imperative for me to have that. You can differentiate your goals by the day, which means like if you carb cycle and you have low days, low carb days and high carb days, you can set some days to be 150 grams of carbs and some days to be 200 grams of carbs, depending on if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever. That's really cool. I definitely use that when I'm carb cycling. I'm just not right now. The food analysis, which means it just shows you like what did you eat that's highest in protein? What did you eat that's highest in carbs? Where did you get all your fat from? So that's really cool, like if you are trying to eat healthier. You can add in exercise calories, but that's so hard to track, so I never do that. It also takes it out of your food for the day, and so I definitely don't do that. You can add food timestamps if you'd like, so you can say, well, I have been eating every 3 hours or every 2 hours or whatever. Calorie goal by meal if you wanted to do that. And then obviously the quick add option is something that is a premium feature. And then you can export all your information and all of your progress pictures and your progress charts also. So that is a rundown of MyFitnessPal. I freaking love this thing. So if you are needing a way to track what you're eating, this is absolutely it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. I hope that kind of went through any questions that you might have had about MyFitnessPal, or it might have put you on the MyFitnessPal bandwagon. You might download it and you might love it, because I absolutely do. But if you guys haven't already subscribed, I'm going to be doing more helpful videos like this, so subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this that's not on YouTube, my YouTube page is Nikel Perry. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Nikel Bombshell, and then you can also follow my Facebook page, which is also Nikel Perry. It's at Nikel Fit. I think that's like the tag. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.